you're being asked to create a community strategy for a project. Let's say you're given a task, you're trying to apply for a job, and one of your tasks was to create a community strategy for that project. How will you do it? How best will you do it? So this is what this task entails. I don't know, does anyone have any question? They want to wrap this up so we can move to module 5. Does anyone have any question? Or we are good? Are we good? Currency, Abigail, I think you had network issues.
It's
Not sure I
fine.
Yes,
heard Tom.
Continue.
I think I'll go through the voice later, but for, for now, I'm good.
Okay, all right. So basically, we are creating a community strategy, right? We're basically creating a community strategy, and I've given a guide already on how to go about it. So if there's any question, I think someone tried doing that. I think Abigail, you were working on it already. So what you need to do right now is make sure you're not just creating it in a doc. You could go as far as using, like I said, Google Slide or Canva. Create one. Don't just create a document. But if you're creating a document, using a document or Google Doc to do it, make sure it's well detailed. I want something very creative. So we'll move straight to Module 5. Let's see how far we can go with Module 5. Supposed to kick off Module 5 in the last class. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me. So for module, this is module 4. Oh, let me see. Is this module 4 or module 5? Okay, that was a mistake from my end. So this is module 5. We'll be covering influencer marketing and partnership, working with Web3 influencers, identifying key influencers and collaboration tips, and also strategic partnership. We'll also be covering partnering with other Web3 projects for growth. So influencer marketing and partnership. Just to be clear, this is one key aspect of Web3 as well. Influencers and also partnership. These are key aspects of Web3 that you need to take note of. That you need to take note of. So in Web3, traditional advertising doesn't really cut it because, like I said, Web3 space thrive on trust and authenticity, and influencers in Web3 aren't just promoters, they are community leaders, they are thought leaders, and they are often early adopters who can vouch for your project legitimacy. So they are more of um, advocate for your project. They talk about your project, they get community to join your project, try to get users, and more of advocate your project all out there for people to actually trust what you're building. And they could be community leaders as well and thought leaders. And you might ask why influencer marketing works in Web3. Because in Web3, trust is everything. People don't just buy into project, they buy into the community vision, they buy into the people behind them. And that's why influencer comes in. They are not just promoters because they are trusted voices who can vouch for your project. And how do you find the right influencer? Because not all influencers are good fit for your project. It's not every influencer that are good for your project. You don't reach out to any kind of influencers. And the right way to identify the right influencer, number one, is relevance. Are they aligned with your niche? For example, if you're launching a DeFi project, someone like Kubi, a well-known crypto trader, might be a better fit than an NFT artist. And we have a lot of crypto influencer in Nigeria, right? These are the kind of people you reach out to. You don't reach out to someone that talk about NFT. You don't reach out to someone that talks about, let's say, protocol, layer two. You reach out to people that actually use or DeFi platform, people that actually trade, people that actually understand what DeFi means, people that actually use this platform, people that talk more on DeFi, that breaks down DeFi, people that fall in your niche, people that fall into your projects. These are people that you reach out to, people that have relevance, that can actually, and these people have the right community members, these people have the right users, right? Check their relevance. Does this influencer align with what I'm building? Does this influencer talk more about what I'm trying to do? Does is it in align with my project? Is it the right kind of influencer? And also look at their engagement, look at their comments, look at their retweet, look at their community interaction. Because a smaller influencer with engaged audience is often more valuable than a big name with passive followers. Because most of the time, some influencers with high number of following or followers might not be real followers, they might just be bot, right? So make sure you're looking at the retweets, make sure you're looking at the community interaction. How are the community interacting? Look at the comments. How are people engaging? Are these real users? Are these real people, or these are just bots and all of that? Is just kind of a spammy kind of content going on in the comment section? These are little things that you actually need to take note of. And credibility. Do they have a reputation of being trustworthy in Web3? Because credibility is everything. I might reach out to an influencer that don't have a good reputation, that people don't trust. So you have to do your own research. Is this influencer trustworthy or trustworthy? Is this influencer someone I can reach out to? Will this tarnish the image of the project if I reach out to this influencer? Because in less than a second or in less than hours, a Web3 project can just go down the drain because of the wrong person, because of the wrong influencer. Just one tweet can just kill a Web3 project. So you have to be careful, take note of this thing if you're finding the right influencers. Think of relevance, engagement, credibility, and building authentic relationship. Before you reach out to most of this influencer, or before you reach out to partner with anyone, you have to be very, very authentic, because authenticity is not negotiable. Because when people spot some shabby things going on, or people can literally spot fake partnership from a mile away. So you have to build relationship first, engage first. So before you are reaching out, engage, interact with content, comment on tweets, join their discourse, show genuine interest in what you're doing, show that you're interested in what they are building. Make sure you are engaging, make sure you're reaching out, make sure you are building relationship, you are driving conversation. This is how partnership happens, this is how collaboration happens. And also offer value. Don't just ask for promotion, don't just ask them to promote your project. Can you offer them early access to your project? Can you offer them or offer their community member access to maybe your project or anything you're trying to do, or a unique NFT, or a chance to co-create something? It could be as little as hosting a workshop together, hosting a space together. Come up with something. First, offer value before you think of extracting or partnering with any project. You actually build authentic relationship. And if you think this way, this is actually going to be a long-term partnership. So think long-term instead of a one-off tweet because of the aim of ongoing collaboration. Think of long-term. think of long-term partnership, not just short-term partnership. Because in the Web3 space, there are a lot of competition and all of that. But what actually works is actually collaboration, right? So if you're working for any project and you're thinking of partnership, don't just partner, don't just announce, because most people just want to announce partnership, and at the end of the day, there's no long-term goal. After a while, it doesn't feel as though this community or this project just partnered with this project. That's why it's very, very important to actually offer value, engage, interact, build relationship, build authentic relationship before you think of, okay, let's partner. What can we do? How best can your community help my project and all of that? And make sure whosoever you're partnering, whosoever you're reaching out to, is actually in line with the goal and vision of that project. Co-creation and partnership. Creation could be in terms of, let me give for an example, in terms of maybe having a workshop together, maybe NFT collaboration, partner with an artist or influencer to create a limited NFT collection. Depends on whatever project you're doing. Maybe DAO Alliance collaborate with DAO, with other DAO to pull resources and reach new audience. It could be cross-project integrations. Can your project integrate with another platform to create a mutual benefit? And we've seen it a lot in the Web3 space where projects come together, like the project integrate with another platform to create mutual benefit. They're actually doing the same thing, but in order to reach a wider reach, in order to grow the partnership, they actually partner with other projects. A lot of projects do that in the Web3 space. They partner with other projects. You can, as little as doing cross collaboration, X space, cross collaboration, Twitter space. Your DeFi project can partner or collaborate with another project that is actually doing what you're doing. Let's say a project that is in another African, let's say South Africa, and they want to reach to the market in Nigeria, but they're literally collaborate as projects, not just thinking of competition, but collaboration, but partnership. This is how you partner with projects. How can this project benefit you when you actually partner with them? It's all about shared goals, shared visions. And you might ask, when should you use partnership? Use partnership when you need to build trust. Because in Web3, trust is everything. Let's say a particular project has gotten a reputable trust in the space, in the Web3 space. You can decide to leverage on that opportunity, or you can decide to leverage on their audience, or you can decide to leverage on the trust that they have, right? And decide to partner with them. Project, let's say new projects who are just coming up and they are trying to get into the market. They're trying to partner with other projects who have already got a certain level of trust in the space. So in Web3, trust is everything. A particular project can decide to partner with a certain project and they get a high level of users, a high level of community, and it expands their audience, it expands their reach. People get to know about them because they partnered with this particular project. That's how powerful partnership can be. And it actually makes marketing very easy and seamless, right? You are tapping into the audience of the project you're partnering with, you are tapping into their community. Partnering reputable project or influencer can signal to your audience that you are legit. Yeah, certainly give them the signal that you're actually legit. If you can partner with this project, that means, oh, they're actually legit. Some people who don't really trust new projects, so maybe they see a certain partnership with a reputable project, they tend to trust them. So, for example, a DeFi project might partner with a well-established Oracle provider like Chainlink to show that their platform is secure and reliable. And when you're launching something new, if you're launching a new project, you can decide to partner. Let's say you want to launch a new project, or let's say you get a role as a marketing expert and a particular project you want to launch. One of the strategies you should think of is partnership. Think of who can we partner with, which potential partner can we partner with to give this project a boost, to give this project trust, so that launching will be very, very seamless and easy. Because when the project is just starting out, you need to give that project a boost whereby people can get to become aware of that project. A particular project can decide to build on a particular chain that is well known. Let's say a project decides to build on base, and the base community know about this project. It's going to be very, very easy for them to launch, because base is a well-known protocol, is a well-known blockchain that people, most developers and builders build on. So a well-timed collaboration can help you tap into an existing community and gain credibility. For example, when the NFC project Cool Cat Loan, they partner with a well-known influencer, another NFC project to cross-promote. This help them build hype and attract early adopters. So if you're launching a project new, you can partner with influencers, trusted influencers that has real community, that has you real user that can actually help your project grow. There's one thing partnering with influencer and just building hype around your project and attracting adopter, and at the end of the day you don't have any user. So make sure you're very strategic when you're partnering, so that you don't just create hype around the project, and at the end of the day you just created hype, or at the end of the day there was no user, nobody's using the platform, it was just hype and noise, and just for the metrics and numbers, right? So make sure you're very strategic when you're partnering with any project. And also, when you partner is when you want to expand your reach. If you're trying to reach a new audience, partnership can help you tap into a community that already exists. I think I explained it earlier on. When you're trying to solve, you are solving a shared problem. Partnership works best when both parties are working towards a common goal. Let's say you're trying to solve a particular problem, and there's this project that is also trying to work on the same problem. You guys have the same goal. Instead of thinking of competing, this is where partnership comes in. This is where collaboration comes in. Then you partner together, right, towards achieving the same common goal. If you're solving a problem that another project or community cares about, collaboration creates a win-win outcome. Let's say, for example, Elicode the best example. Elicode is training talent to become Web3 developers. Elicode can decide to partner with, let's say, projects who are looking for talent and all, and Elicode has a community full of a talent pool of community, and there's this project that is actually open to actually give this talent opportunity to get jobs and all of that. People can decide to partner with this project so that they can have the talent that they need to give out these jobs to. So this is where partnership is in, right? Both parties are in sharing the same goal, the same vision. They are coming together to actually reach common goals, right? Example, two DeFi project my partner to create a cross-chain bridge, solving a pain point for users who want to move assets between blockchain. This is how partnership works. Let's say a particular DeFi platform. Let's say you want to transfer, like I had a challenge. Let's say I traveled to a particular country, and I think I traveled, and one of the challenge I had was um paying for a particular product in a particular currency, right? But this product didn't have didn't touch the market, the Nigerian markets, right? Then I think you guys can actually partner with this particular product that actually they touch the Nigerian market, and you guys are in Kenya. You can actually come together and work together. You're solving the same problem and you're tapping into two markets at the same time, right? This is how partnership works. It's not about, oh, I'm trying to solve this problem and this person is trying to solve this problem. They are our competitors and all of that. Instead of saying the project as your competitor, you guys can come together and solve the same thing, solve the same problem, fix the same pain point that is actually you guys are actually trying to solve. So ensure that you there is a shared problem. There is actually um there's a shared problem that needs to be solved. You guys are coming together to actually solve this in terms of partnering. And where can you create solid partnership? Where can you create solid partnership? And it's actually within your niche. Look for projects, influencers, community that aligns with your niche. This partnership feels natural and are more likely to resonate with your audience. If you're building a music NFT platform, partner with artists, musicians, influencer, or other Web3 projects like Sound XY. The other platform that just came out or Royal. There's this one that came out recently, but it's more of podcast. I think it's called Jamit. I can't remember right now. But look for projects that are within your niche, right? And where can you find create solid partnership in DAOs, centralized autonomous organizations? Because DAOs are hubs of collaboration in Web3. Because many DAOs are open to partnership. A lot of DAOs are open to partnership that aligns with their mission. The DeFi project might partner with a DAO like MakerDAO to explore new use cases for stable coins or governance token, right? And also at events and hackathons, partnership happens at events, Web3 conferences, and hackathons are great places to meet potential partners because they are gatherings of full like-minded builders and innovators. In events, in pop-up cities, hackathons, partnership happens there. You can meet a particular project that is in line with what you're doing that you think might you would love to partner with. This is a place where you meet people, you meet potential people, you even meet potential users there. For example, its global hackathons often lead to partnership between developers, projects, and users. This is where partnership actually happens. It's longer. Partnership doesn't even tend to last. Partnership can even be done from just a normal from getting to know about the project, about the founder, about the user. This is where partnership actually happens. So if you're active in a Discord server for a project you admire, start by contributing to discussion. Over time, this can lead to a formal partnership. Partnership is timely. It's an ongoing relationship. It's not just a one-off partnership. And this is how we actually make it last. Communicate clearly, state expectation up front, and keep the lines of communication open. State clearly what's the expectation for this partnership. Make sure the line of communication is actually open. Deliver value. Make sure both sides are benefiting from the partnership. It should not be one-sided. Let both parties benefit from the partnership. Also adapt and evolve because as your project grows, look for new ways to collaborate. The Web3 space is evolving, and your project can decide to evolve, can decide to make some certain changes. So look for new ways to collaborate, to come up with new ideas. Example, partnership between OpenSea, it's an NFT marketplace, and Polygon, a blockchain, started simply by integration, but both has evolved to include grants for creators, educational initiatives. You can partner and think of other ways to grow the partnership. What else can we do? Shouldn't just be a one-time thing. Think of it as long term. What can both partners benefit? What is something new that both partner can come up with that will not just benefit both partners, but actually benefit the users, benefit the community. Think of how you can expand the partnership. Think of ideas that can actually expand the partnership and make sure partnership actually, aside from coming up with a long-lasting partnership, it makes your community trust you, trust both partners. There's this sense of trust, and there's this sense of trust and authenticity when, because people are watching, your users are watching, your community members are watching. So when you're partnering, don't just partner. Think of long-term partnership, long-term goals, long-term collaboration. How do you reach out to for influencer marketing and partnership in Web3? First of all, do your homework. Before you research, take time to research the person or project you are contacting. Take time to research the person you are contacting. Research the influencer. This shows that you are serious and not just spamming them. Research on their work, understand what the project is solving, what content they do create. Do a deep research. Don't just jump into the DM and send a cold DM. We love to partner with you. You've not done your research about the person, about the project. You don't know what the project is involving. You just find them fascinating and you believe you need to partner with them. You have to do your own work, research about them. What are they doing? What content type of content do they create? What are they trying to solve? Engage with their content, like, comment, share their posts, show genuine interest in what they are doing, like their comments, share their posts, let them start getting to notice you. Be into my DM like without just jumping, just going to say that sharing the project, your right, this person's values to your mission and line. Message, personalized message, because generic message can get ignored. Personalization is key to standing out. And there's actually a structured outreach you can use. Like keep it short, keep it intriguing. Just you can just start with I love your work. List the specific topic. Let's collaborate. I'm a big fan of the project name and I thought you'd like this idea. Just make it very, very, very real, right? Be very human. Introduce yourself, explain who you are, what your project does, show genuine interest, mention something specific about their work that resonates with you, propose value, explain how collaboration could benefit them. Then there is a call to action. Suggest a next step, like a quick call or a follow-up message. Don't just come up with a generic content or come in very salesy. Just sell to them. No, make sure it's well personalized. Let there be an human touch with it. Also choose the right platform. Where you reach out actually matters. And the right platform to reach out to influencers is actually Twitter. Twitter DMs is great for influencers who are very, very active on Twitter. Keep it concise and engaging, right? And don't come up with a very, very long message. Make sure it's concise, make sure it's engaging, make sure it's human of them on this call, engage with potential the project wants to reach out aligns with between so that the project account to engage let them do them why you want to if you are contacting a project or a brand. Email another perfect way to reach out to. But most Web3 partnership is literally done on Twitter, Discord, and Telegram. Maybe it's just sometimes the email is there's email, but I can't remember the last time I literally used email. But most of the time, most of these partnership are done on Twitter, Telegram, sometimes Discord. And yes, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is basically for connecting with founders or professionals in the space. You can connect with founders on LinkedIn, right? And here's a pro tip if you're reaching out on X or Discord, make sure your profile looks professional and credible because a blank profile or one without activities can be a red flag. Make sure your profile is active, it looks professional, it looks credible. Make sure your platform or your profile is not looking like a bot, no followers, it's just there, no engagement, no post. It's going to be like there's no activities going on that profile. That's more like a red flag. So make sure it's active and there's no sign of it being a red flag there. And offer value first. Offered value first because in the three space, people are bombarded with requests. A lot of people, especially influencers, projects, there's always a lot of requests. So for you to stand out by offer value first. Early access, quality could be early access, invite them to test your project or platform before launch. Exclusive perks, offer a unique NFT or anything to be monetized, could be money, form of tokens, in form of cryptocurrency, in form of coins, or any other benefits. Co-creation, propose a collaboration where they can contribute creative like designing an NFT or hosting a community event. Just reach out to them. We'd like you to join us in the workshop. We'd love you to collaborate with us in having this workshop, in having this event before coming up front and telling them you want to partner with them. Offer value first. So, example, if you're reaching out to an NFT artist, offer them a chance to create a limited edition piece for your project because this gives them creative freedom and reason to engage. So if you're reaching out to an NFT, offer a chance for them to create a limited edition piece for your project. People are attracted to value because a lot of projects have their DMs bombarded already. So think of what value can you offer them? What's that exclusive perks you can actually give to them? And also a follow-up message. Don't spam. If you don't hear back, it's okay to follow up once or twice, but be polite and respectful. If you're if you send out a message, a partnership message or a personalized message to any of the project, follow up and don't make it spammy. Don't make it spammy. Don't bombard them with messages. Could just make it once or twice. Could just be as simple as hi, your name, just circling back on a previous message about your project. I would love to hear your thoughts. No worries if it's not a fit time right now. Just hold on, and if they don't respond, you go to the next project. You go to the next potential partner. 7, build relationship, not transaction. Not transaction. The best partnership comes from genuine relationship. Even if they say no this time, stay in touch, engage with their content, support their project, keep the door open for future opportunities. So if an influencer declined your initial proposal, thank them for their time, ask if you can stay connected, because you never know, the right opportunity might just arise. So even though you get a no from a particular project, doesn't mean you just have to forget about the project. Just make sure you build a genuine relationship, stay in touch, engage with their content, support their projects, because it can actually open doors, even though maybe they are not the right partner, right? Maybe they are not the right project for them to partner with. They can even refer the project to a better project that aligns with your goals and mission. So here are pitfalls you should avoid. Number one is over promising. Don't ask influencer to hype something that does not deliver, because this happens a lot in the Web3 space. Some projects are literally being overhyped without them offering no value. Because instead of thinking of hype, think of value, think of long term. Hype might just last for a while, for a short period of time. What next after the hype? So as a marketer, don't think about the hype here. You might just, oh, I need the numbers, I need the number of followers to grow, I need to hit my KPI and all of that. But think of value first. Ensure that when you're reaching out to a project, ensure that, or you are reaching out to an influencer, ensure that what the influencer is hyping is delivering. Don't just reach out to an influencer, or a project reaching out to an influencer, and we didn't know that this project is not actually delivering whatever this influencer is saying. Because Web3 audience are savvy and they will call you out, right? They will call you out. The Web3 space is fun, and at the same time, if project is not doing well, they are very, very open to call that project out. So be very careful as a marketer. Make sure the product you're working for is delivering value rather than just hype. Because most Web3 projects actually, they just believe on the hype, the number, the metrics, and after the hype, there's no result, there's no number, just they just want the numbers. So example, a product that overhyped is NFC dropped but failed to deliver on its roadmap, and they lost credibility. They saw its floor price plummet. So this is what I'm trying to say. The hype might look good. You might see the numbers, you might see the impression, you might see the metrics, the followers might grow. But are you just growing followers, or you are trying to grow real users, people that will use your product or in a long time, not just for the hype? And number one pitfall is avoiding community feedback. If your community isn't excited about the partnership, listen to them. Because when you're announcing a partnership, check in the comment section, check what the community are saying. Are they excited about this partnership? What do they think about this partnership? If they are not excited about the partnership, ask for feedback. Why do you think we shouldn't partner with this project? Right? So, like I said, most Web3 is based on, it's community driven, it's community centric. So listen to the community, listen to what they have to say, and focusing only on short term. Building trust take time. Don't sacrifice long term relationship for quick wins. And most Web3 projects want to win immediately. So as a marketer, don't just focus on the short term gains. It can be as simple as short term gains in gaining quick number of followers, and you just get influencers who can just spike the followers with bots, right? Maybe quick growth in the community, and you just get influencers who can literally get people to join the community immediately. Rather, you have bots in that community, you have bots following your Twitter handle, but you don't have users using your products. You don't have people building on your project. You don't have people contributing. What's the essence? So basically, build trust. It might take time, but don't sacrifice long-term relationship for quick wins. Measuring success. So how do you measure success? How do you measure success? How do you know if your influencer or marketing partnership is working? So track these metrics, the engagement. Are people engaging with the content, the likes, the comments, the retweet, conversion? Are you seeing an increase in sign up, minting, or any other key action that you are trying to track? What are you trying to track? What was the reason of that partnership? Were you trying to get sign up? Were you trying to get people to join the community? Were you trying to get people to follow your page? Were you trying to get people to use the product? Are you seeing any result after that partnership? Sentiment. What's the tone of the conversation around your project? If you partner with an influencer to promote your NF to if you partner with an influencer to promote your NFT drop, track how many people clicked the link in their bio, who joined your Discord or mint your NFT. And there are tools to use. There's this drone analytics and there's Twitter analytics that can actually help you measure all of these things to track this metrics. It actually shows if the partnership is working, if the influencer marketing is working. A quick question: how would you determine if an influencer is a good fit for your project? How would you determine if influencer is a good, if a particular influencer is a good fit for your project? Okay, Tom, can you answer the question? Would you
Um,
determine if an
uh, I would check if the person is aligned to what my project is doing. Like like the example you gave, if I'm an NFT, okay, if I'm a marketer for an NFT project, I would first see if the person is an influencer in that market category, something like that, so that I'll know if first of all the person has the right audience that would be able to patronize my service. Then I would also show up on the person's post on Twitter before sending or before officially reaching out to the person via DM.
A? That was a good answer. How about you currently? How would you indicate or how would you determine if an influencer is a good fit for your project? What are the things you will look out for? Friends, are you there? No, 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 no. Seems currency is not there or she's having a network glitch. But anyway, let's move. There's still one more question. Where would you find this is actually an obvious answer. But anyway, where would you find potential partner for a Web3 project? Since currency is not responding. I don't know if she's there, but Tom, you can go ahead and answer.
No, I would check on Twitter.
All right, actually, various places to find partners from Twitter, on social media, on Discord, events, hackathon, even Twitter Space. There are various places to actually find partners. You just have to be strategic. Are there any other questions? Are there questions? Are there questions you need to ask? Spot. Are there questions? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Tom, do you have any question or you're good?
No, I don't have any yet. I feel like some of the questions are going to be when we try this thing out in real time. So I don't have any
Okay, okay,
questions
all
for
right.
now.
All right. I think this is the end. I think this is the end of this slide. Yeah. So for the tax, I'm supposed to give another tax, but because I've given one already. So for the tax, like I said, we are creating a Web3 community strategy. Let's finish up with this one tax first. So we're creating a Web3 community strategy. This is your first actually technical tax aside from the write-ups we've been doing. If you've not taken any tax seriously, this is one task you should actually take seriously. Give it your all, your best. Think like a marketer when you're working on this tax, and like a community strategist, a community lead. Act as though you are applying for a role of a community lead and you're being asked to come up with a community strategy. How would you deliver it? Pick a project of your choice and give it your all. Don't just do a shabby work, and trust me, you are going to repeat it if I'm not satisfied with it. I think that we've come to the end of this class. Since there is no question, we just end here. I believe the recording will be shared, and I'm going to share this slide to module 5 and module 5.